Yeisi. See, dude, you didn't even correct me, vato. Sit down, bro. Sit down. So, you know, don't forget, we're live as well, right? Um, JC, is your mic on? Tell you now.
Testing one, two,
Oh,
three.
yeah,
There we go.
So Jesse's a good friend of mine. I met him here probably 3 years ago. As a matter of fact, when I was talking about earlier, if you heard me talk when I didn't even have a booth. ¿Y acuerdas? I took one of those signs and I flipped it and I wrote Bumpers Wacky Wednesday
I
on there.
remember. And look now.
Yeah,
Look where we're
and
at
now
now.
tenemos our own stage, right? But no, I've had Jesse on the show as well. Dude, just a super cool guy. But I always have to throw this out there. Another one like Ginny B, a new Tejano artist, but is really, really great at his appearance. Right?
Thank
you do a great job, bro.
And I mean, I always like to dress up, but I especially thought about you today. I'm going to dress extra special because I know Bumper always notices that.
Yeah,
so,
man.
There you go.
And he doesn't eat tacos, menudo, barbacoa, none of that. Puro spinaca, puro lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, right?
I try. But I love food, though. I do love great food, and I love pizza. Pero tampoco, it can't all be pizza and tacos every day, 'cause, you know, the blazer won't fit right.
Jesse, so how many years have you been doing Tejano music?
I released my first album in 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. I mean, literally, as that pandemic was happening, I was recording the album. So we released an album in 2020, second one in 2021, and the third one in 2023. Yes, but I've been doing music for a long time. I'm a songwriter.
I was just about to say, you're a
I've been
songwriter.
Writing songs for 15 plus years.
That's awesome, man. 15 years. Well, at the other end of the ballroom, we got the legend, Mr. Ramonetta, on stage, right?
The most wanted man.
The most wanted man. I got to attend his wedding. You were at his wedding. We got to
just
see each other
celebrated his
at the
wedding.
wedding,
Yes,
right?
sir.
But not also were you at the wedding. You did a collab with Ramonetta, ¿no?
Yes, I had my dream collaboration done for my last album. I wrote a song and then I reached out to Ram. Ram and I had worked together a few times. In fact, he was the first person to invite me on stage right when the pandemic kind of eased up.
Yeah.
And then we worked on an album, a Tejano Christian album at Freddie Records. So we got to talk, and Ram is one of the coolest guys, honest, upfront. And I just said, Mr. Ram, I have this song that I think you'd be great. I sent it to him. He took about 2 weeks. And then he called me and said, I love it, let's do it. Not only that, we recorded the song. He came down to the valley, because I'm from McAllen. We recorded a beautiful video there. And then we let the song ride, and we were fortunate. We actually got a Tejano Music Awards nomination for that duet. And Ram, to show you the kind of person he is, he hadn't attended the Tejano Music Awards in many years. I think he said like 15 years. And he attended, and he went with me. We went together to support the nomination. So, yes, very thankful. Again, one of the greats, so what can I say?
And you got to do a collab with the most wanted man, Mr. Ram.
And a video, an awesome video, and we had a good time.
How was Ram on the video shoot?
He was easy to work with. Whatever we needed to do, move this way, sit this way, take a drink of this, sing. He didn't give me any hard time about that. But
I was about to say, I don't think Ram gave you a hard time about drinking
very
anything.
Easy to work with. Not that he has one, but completely checked the ego at the door and said, whatever you need me to do for the video to make it right, he was down.
That's awesome. Jesse, so you call the Valley, the Rio Grande Valley, your home, right? That's where you live, McAllen?
Born and raised in McAllen, Texas, sir. The Mágico Valle. I had never heard that phrase until
You never heard it in Mágico Valle?
No, they don't. I had never heard it being called that in McAllen. They always say the Valley, 956. And then when I started to go to San Antonio for shows and interviews, they always say, oh, you're from the Mágico Valle. So now I call it the Mágico Valle too.
Do you think it's mágico?
I think it's a very unique culture blend because we're right by the border. You drive 10 miles south and you hit the border, and you definitely get that, like, not fully from over here, not fully from over there, musically, culturally.
The frontera has its own vibe.
The music, the food, the way they dress, everything is very unique and particular to that area.
It's awesome, man. Are you working on anything brand new right now, Jesse?
I wrote a whole new set of songs. I'm working on a new album. I was gonna start recording because I have a lot of songs, some that I wrote 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But I kind of didn't want to recycle or pull out anything from the drawer. I wanted to write brand new songs because you always feel as you get older, you can write better songs.
Right.
So I have a whole new set of songs, and I really enjoyed collaborations. I've recorded with Chente Barrera, Ram Herrera, of course, Las Fenix, El Plan. And I always say when I was a child and I used to buy CDs, I would always flip it and see, are there any duets here? And those were always the most interesting because you get two artists, two for the price of one.
Yep.
So I would like to do some more collaborations and kind of replicate the same thing we did with Ram. I think that worked really well, do a video. So I should hopefully have a new single by late September, October.
That's awesome.
And I'm also expanding into songwriting for other
A
artists.
cumbia ranchera, what is it going to be?
I think it's
Balada,
going
what
to
is
be either a cumbia or ranchera. I have a couple. I need to see which one I release first. Yes.
You hear that song right there that makes you like, ay, ay.
Tu amor.
Hey, you're doing a duet right now and Rami doesn't even know.
You know, when we started the interview, they were playing Dile, El Amante. Y ahora dile que ellos. That's one of the first cover songs that I added for my show because I like that song so much, and it just gets the people up and dancing.
So you covered it, right? You covered it. Jesse, do you got any upcoming shows or anything here coming up soon?
Well, as of now, I'm going to go in the studio because that's going to take a while. I do my recordings right now in Monterrey. So you got to go and spend some time over there. So for now, the next thing probably be at the Tejano Music Awards again in November.
Yeah.
And we'll be at the Latin Grammys in Miami also in November. And that's going to be
It's going to be a busy November, man.
November's always busy. And then we break off for Thanksgiving. And
I got you.
I'll probably be in Arizona for New Year's. I did a show last year, Ram and we did a show in Arizona for
At
New
a
Year's
casino,
Eve
right?
at the Wigwam Casino by
I
Buckeye.
remember that.
So that was the second year in a row that I've spent New Year's performing over there. So they have a big Tejano following. And just work, like I said, on writing, recording new music, and writing for other artists.
Jesse, all right, Mike, we'll see you. They were saying bye to me. I had to say bye. I had to say bye. Jesse, before we let you go, man, do you dibble dabble outside of Tejano music, or you're just gonna stay in Tejano, the genre of Tejano music?
For now, I'm gonna stay in Tejano norteño, because again, going back to the valley, norteño is also
Norteño
a big
like.
part. And growing up, like middle school, you go to the school dance, and all you hear is Tejano and norteño. The whole school dance, that's the kind of music you hear.
Wow. At school.
Like the school dances, the middle school dances, you go, and everybody wears their hat and their wranglers. They go all out
Y
for
tú,
that.
Jesse, you wear a hat or no?
I have a few hats, but with the ponytail, it doesn't sit right. I would have to cut my hair, and I have trouble letting go.
Hey, just bring the chongo down. Just bring it down. You can put it right on top of your head. No. Well, Jesse, it's always a pleasure and an honor, brother, to talk to you. Even if it's un ratito, bro, you're just a humble dude, bro. I've always dug you. I've told you that. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep dressing like that, because you stand out right there.
I always feel there's a form of respect for the audience to dress up. And like I told you when we did the show, I grew up watching like Beatles, Bee Gees, and they always had their suits and their outfits. And I like to keep that when I go on stage.
Maybe one day I'll start doing that, dude. I'll start wearing some jackets and you know what I mean, get fancy. But before I let you get off, I want to give a big shout out. ¿Cómo se llama tu hermano?
Alex.
Alex. I want to give a big shout out to Alex. Alex, and the reason I want to give you a shout out, bro, I know you're gonna find it kind of funny, but this is serious for me. What you're doing, bro, he works for ESPN. Right, this guy works for ESPN Deportes.
11 years.
11 years for ESPN. So, you know, not only do we have musicians, but you're setting the example, man, for a lot of Chicanos today, man. We can make it, dude. We can do the things that other people have been doing for years. Congratulations to you, brother. Keep making us proud, man.
I've been inviting him for years to come to the show. He lives in Connecticut, which is way across the country.
Yeah, he said he thought it was 2 hours. It was 6 hours on the flight.
With
you
the time
tricked
change.
him.
So he was covering the Gold Cup that just finished.
Yeah.
The one that Mexico won.
Yeah, the one, the handball. Handball. No, see, era handball. It was a handball.
He was covering that whole cup, you know, while it was going on, and he told me the cup just finished like last weekend, and he said, I got some time off because we just finished covering it, and I said, hop on the flight and come and enjoy, because until you're there and you get to see the Tejano vibe and the people, it's hard to describe it until you're there.
Yeah, and I saw him last night at the Baile. He was absorbing the vibe, that's for sure, man. So again,
with
Jesse,
ice, absorbing it with ice.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Gracias, brother. Me and Eddie, we wish you the best. Thank you so much, man. And we'll be seeing you soon, bro. That's for sure. You got something new? Make sure we know. That way we can get it played and get people looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for all you do.
Yes, sir.
For having me on your show back in San Antonio,
Yes,
because
sir.
you welcomed me into your house. And my booth is right in front of you, so I've seen you work hard yesterday and today. One interview after the other, and your energy never drops, man. That's why you're here, because you have that energy that just makes people feel comfortable.
Thank you
for
Jesse.
your hard work.
I appreciate
You're the
you.
connection from the artist and the music to the audience. Thank you for sharing your stage with me.
Thank you for those kind words, man. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jesse, all the way from the Rio Grande Valley. We got time for one more interview, and he's a dear friend of ours. He is a sponsor of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Is he here? Oh, shit, I thought he took off, man. I thought he took off. I want to welcome to the stage. You give him a high five and hand him the mic, Jesse, on your way out. Make some noise. His dad had La Patria. If y'all remember La Patria. Mr. Rick Valderrama, baby. Tejano ain't dead, baby.
Good to see you. Hand on the mic.
Thank you, brother.
Bump.
Gracias, Jesse.
How's
Appreciate
everybody
you coming.
doing today? Doing great? Awesome.
Don't get too comfortable, Vato.
Me voy a dormir, chua.
You're not lying, man.
Yeah.
2 days, as Jesse was saying, 2 days of freaking of interview after interview after interview, but we're here, bro.
That's it, brother. That's what it's all about, man.
You know what I mean? Rick has he has a huge heart, man, and he loves Tejano music. Rick, I've always wanted to ask you, and I don't think I ever asked you, how in the hell did you come up with Tejano ain't dead, baby?
Okay, so my slogan, Tejano Ain't Baby, that's a great question. Exactly 20 years ago, today's the 20th anniversary for Tejano Ain't Dead, baby, this year. 20 years ago, we played at the Maverick Plaza there, La Villita, in San Antonio. And a guy, which he was a friend of mine, came up and goes, bro, Tejano's dead, bro. I looked at him, I go, Tejano ain't dead, baby. And this other friend of mine goes, Rick, you ought to make some shirts, right?
No
so,
way.
Hey, bro. So back then it was MySpace, right? We didn't have Facebook yet. It was MySpace. So, man, I made some ugly-ass Tejano ain't baby shirt. I mean, you know, back then you don't know who to call or this and that, right? So I had somebody to make like 20 of them, right? And I gave them away. I gave them away. Next thing you know, hey, bro, where can we go buy your merchandise? Took off from there, bro.
The rest was history.
The rest was history. I got Tejano baby, caps, shirts, My fiance, shout out to her. She's working my booth, doing a great job.
Koozies, sweaters,
Bags, anything I can put it on. Anything-
calzones, he has it
Yeah,
all,
those are
bro.
next year. Next year, man.
Oh my goodness! Now, Rick. Not only that, man. Rick is one of those artists that is always out supporting other artists.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's what I love about you, Rick. I've always told you that. The fact that you're always out supporting other artists says a lot about who you are. You know what I mean?
I love new music, and I try to inspire people. You don't have to know who I am, right? If I go to the market square and don't give up. Keep it up, man. You know, just that push, man, and it stays in their head, man. You know?
No, for sure, man. And Rick is a big believer in what me and Eddie have been trying to do. And with that, you know, he's a sponsor of our show on his 9 to 5 side, right? But still a wonderful musician. Not only a wonderful musician, but he makes badass videos. If you guys ever want to watch a cool music video, watch one of Rick Valderrama's videos, bro.
Thank you.
You got one that's como psychedelic, right?
Oh, yes.
The background.
So I did a remake of Rick Ashley, Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah, that's it.
So
That was
I
it.
did
That
a
was
remake,
it.
but I did it in Tejano. Y'all can go to YouTube and check it out. I did it in Tejano, and it's retro. And I sing it in English. And one reason I do stuff like that, because who remembers that song? But, yes, true, but the younger crowd, they listen to it. It's like, wow. So I do it in Tejano, and it's like, what? They can sing it.
That's
you know?
a brand new song. Yeah, no, it's not.
Exactly, you know? So, yeah, so when y'all leave here, go to YouTube, Never Gonna Give You Up. Not Rick Ashley, but Rick Valderrama, you know? But I love doing stuff like that, man. You know, just something a little different.
Rick, again, bro, I can't tell people enough how humble of a gentleman you are. Last year, we were all following you and your brother. Un saludos to Richie, if he's out there watching on live. We were, you know, we did the fundraiser for you guys. You gave up something very special for your brother. What was that?
So a year ago, last May, I gave my brother 70% of my liver. I'm the second oldest living liver donor in San Antonio. So he needed a full liver for 8.5 years. He finally qualified for a partial. I went to get tested. Of course, I didn't qualify because they said I was overweight. I lost 33 pounds. But I'm like, can you are you sure I damaged my liver when I was young? Quite up there.
Are you sure
I
you
go,
want
I'll put
my
a 10
liver?
in that liver.
Are you sure you want my liver?
Absolutely, but you know, I give a lot of praise to the man upstairs, man, for helping you and pushing you, and you just got to have that faith, man. And,
No, for sure, man.
and
For sure.
I dropped 33 pounds, went and got tested to make sure my liver would grow back. Boom, man.
And your liver's back to normal?
Mine grew back already. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, mine. I got a full liver already, and
Filters
you know what?
all the alcohol from Vegas?
Huh?
It
Yeah. Well, you know, I haven't drank in 2 years. You know, I haven't drank in 2 years. I paid